After a late equaliser at Prenton Park, Gills remain unbeaten in League 2 this season. We welcome Chesterfield down to Priestfield for our first game under the lights. See how this unfolds, all on German Gills. Made that better shot as well. Yeah! Welcome to the German Gills Show. I'm going to be your host, Reece, to take you through every step of tonight's game against Chesterfield. Thank you very much for stopping by on this German Gills Show. Any Chesterfield fans here, thank you very much for stopping by also. This season, we are sponsored by C&A Building Products. Their link to their website can be found in the description down below. And if you've got a building project going on at the moment, these are you guys to go to. They'll have all the materials that you need to be able to complete it. And if you're a Gills season ticket holder, you can get 10% off your order. Right. Let's head over to Adam Wesgate. It's a bit tricky, Adam, tonight. We've got a couple of injuries and against a very strong Chesterfield side. How do you imagine our game unfolding this evening?
Well, as you say, a very tricky affair, even if we're at 100% full strength. But I think it'll be interesting to see, I can't remember how to pronounce it, Cirino, however you say it. I think it'll be interesting to see him because I've just seen the team sheet. And personally, I don't think a draw would be the worst result if Chesterfield play well. You never know with 3 games in how consistent teams will be. But we've had a decent start to the season. We've got to get more creative. And with Johnny Williams in there now, I've been wanting to see Johnny Williams having a stint because I think Ainsworth last season got the best out of him that I've seen in the Gillingham shirt. So that'll be interesting with regards to creativity because that's the big thing. I don't think it's a case of a lack of finishing. I think it's just that we're not creating enough. I'm going to go for a 1-1 in this game just because I'm not sure that we'll score more than 1 goal and a draw wouldn't be the worst result, but it's very early days. Of course we could win if we lost. So long as it's battling, it's not the biggest problem in the world. We just take it as it comes. Not too high, not too low. Wesgate Gills.
And of course we've got the German Gills fan zone. Fans have been reaching out about our game this evening against Chesterfield and here's what they have to say.
Up the Gills, off that Gills. Hey Reece, how you doing? Well, mate, you've had a good week. Just on my way to Priestfield for tonight's game against Chesterfield, repping some retro Gills shirt tonight. It was actually the very first Gills shirt I ever owned was this design, so it's great to have it again. Fancy mixing it up a little bit. Unfortunately, I think tonight is going to be a 1-1 draw at best. I worry about our issues at the back with injuries, suspensions. Chesterfield obviously off to a pretty good start. Us not so much with carrying our form of not scoring many goals from the previous 2 seasons into this season as well. Hopefully that's going to change soon. So yeah, I'm going to say it's a 1-1 draw. I'm going to say Joe Bader to score again because he seems to be the only player in our team that manages to find the back of the net. So yeah, I'm going to say Joe Bader to score. But yeah, I think it'll be a 1-1 draw tonight. So anyway, let's hope we get 3 points instead. And Wesgate Gills.
Hello Reece and hello Gills fans. Well, today we've got a tough test, as in Chesterfield. Chesterfield have won 3 out of 3 so far, and they've scored 6 and conceded 1. I reckon it's going to be tough today, especially since Tranmere game at the weekend. We were so lucky, thanks to Joe Bode. Both goals I think shouldn't have counted. The ref was terrible. But come on, Gills today. I reckon it'll be 1-1. We might see Lenny start, maybe, you never know, because our defence, there's a few injuries and few. Matt Clark obviously got suspended, so come on Gills, I'm going 1-1 today. Let's hope for something again, which will be a tough test like Ainsworth said. Let's believe, and come on Gills, let's hope the fans back us as well.
Good evening, Reece. Ben here, just walking to Priestfield for this evening's game with Chesterfield at home. Hope you are well and having a lovely week so far. Well, of course, it was a great point in the end at Tranmere on Saturday. Of course, there was absolute limbs when that ball just crept into the back of the net. It was a bit of a weird sort of slow motion goal, but a goal's a goal. We're not going to complain. A great point from Joe Bode's late equalising goal. So, these next 2 games are going to be especially tough. Chesterfield tonight, Crewe on Saturday. Both sides, of course, have won every game in the league so far. So I'm going to say It's going to be a tough one. Obviously, tonight I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, and I'm going to say Joe Bode to come off the bench and get that equalising goal for us. But, of course, as always, hopefully I am wrong, and we will pick up 3 points. Fingers crossed, 3 points, and let's get Gills!
Let's head over to Priestfield Stadium for today's live match reaction. Let's get Gills! So, we're about to get underway at Priestfield Stadium. First game of the season under the floodlights. Big shout out to our sponsor, C&A Building Products. Link to the website will be found in the description down below. And if you would like to have access to full match replays on this channel, you can click the join button underneath this video and you can get access to all of those full matches. Craig's going for a 2-0 win today. I would absolutely take that, of course, but it's going to be a tough ask. We've got a Chesterfield side who've won 3 on the spin, started very positively. They've got a +6 goal difference already, and they're looking for aspirations to be in the top 3 this season. So it's going to be a very tough ask. It's great to see Coleman back in the squad after his head injury as well at Tranmere, and also we've got a certain Sam Vokes on the bench as well, who could, come on and maybe we could find that bit of spark of creativity we so desperately need as we're waiting for the game to finally get underway. Chesterfield playing in these really weird sort of pink, salmon-y colours. So Peter Lloyd just described it as colours getting the whites put in the wash and coming out all horrible. I think that's a bit extreme. Anyway, let's see how this one unfolds. And Daly Campbell takes that throw-in shot, and Chesterfield could be in here, or at least possibly win a free kick. That's fantastic work to keep possession, actually. And Gills has got to be careful. McCandy's done really well there to keep the ball and keep that attack at the life for Chesterfield. Really impressive work as Daly Campbell puts it into the box, and Gills got to be careful here as it just goes wide. I think who took the shot? Was that Naylor? I think it was. And he did score a header in the 3-1 against Bristol Rovers, actually, at home for Chesterfield a week or so ago. But it's just going to show actually kind of what Team Chesterfield are. It's their first real half chance of the game. We're about 6 or so minutes in, and Gills have got to be really careful, particularly with a weakened back line at the moment and not much flexibility with defensive units. It's Hutton that's going to launch us from the right hand side for the Gills. Can we make something happen here? We have them from long throws recently, and it's gone back to Hutton via Johnny Williams. He'll put it in one more time. His song will be under this one. Shortly towards goal. Oh, and it's been fumbled by the goalkeeper. What happened there? That was a bit unusual. I think it was a head towards goal and it went towards Hemming. He fumbled the first one and then managed to get hold of the second one. But it's not a bad attacking play from Gills, and it's the first one of this game so far. That's good work by Chesterfield as they're coming forward, and Gills will be careful. There's going to be a shot from distance. They've done well. Dobber takes a shot towards goal. It's saved by Morris, and then it's cleared away in the end by Gale. Was it Darcy? It was Darcy in the end who took the shot. But my goodness me, it's Chesterfield again showing what they're like in possession. They can move the ball around quickly and build up attacks like this. And they've been doing it for the last 18 minutes, actually. Gills have been out of possession most of this game. And it's fantastic work. And Darcy's run forward there with intent, cut inside and just saw a little opening. And Morris was there to match it as Gale managed to get it clear, was first to the defensive duties. But, yes, Gills got to be careful of that one. Oh, it's a pole pass back there, and surely that's going to be a penalty. Referee has given a penalty. Hemmings fouled Andrews, and Gills has got a penalty on the 26th minute. And Hemmings is going over to complain to the lino, but I think he's caught his... There's a poor back pass, a very big hospital pass, and it'd be interesting to see what the referee gives. I don't think he'll give a red card. It's going to give a yellow. You can't have double jeopardy, I don't think, for the goalkeeper, but it'll be very interesting to see what decision the ref, if any at all, he gives here. The ref didn't give anything for Hemming in the end. He didn't get a yellow card, but it is Little that is standing on the ball to take penalty duties. Can Gills go 1-0 up here? Unexpectedly as well, I have to say, particularly against the runner play. Little has a chance to put Gills ahead. Let's see what happens. And yes! And Gills are 1-0 up. Good penalty from Little down that left-hand side. And it's a really confident spot kick from Little. Really is. And Gills are 1-0 up. A completely for me against the run of play. I mean, we've defended relatively well, it has to be said. But Chesterfield the one with all the possession. But we've gone the other end. It was a pull back pass, actually. I didn't quite see who did the pass back. Was it Mukfadzian? I don't know. I didn't see it. But I know it was Hemming who fouled Andrews and won the penalty. And Gills, as a result, have gone 1-0 up. It's Gillingham on the front on the right hand side, taken by Hutton. Can Gills get a second? Blimey, that would be incredible. It's opportunity. It's bouncing around. Can someone put their foot through it or make a shot or goal? Nevitt's trying to put a lot of pressure on Gordon, I think that is, who does clear his lines, but only as far as Little. As Little looks to recycle it, puts it straight back into the box, chests it down to Andrews, who takes the volley. Oh, and it just goes wide. And my goodness me, Gillingham are creating stuff. Crikey. We nearly got a second goal there. It was good work by Andrews. He had a lot of space to create the shot, just didn't get it on target. But wow, we're actually making stuff happen there. It's good work from Little. Sees Andrews, just sees a couple of danger people in the box. A good header from Smith, just to set up Andrews as well. And it's a very wise shot on the end, but it's going in the highlight reel because we're making stuff happen. And that is half time. Let's go over to Adam Wesgate.
Well, on the positive side of things, we've scored in every game still this season. Yes, we didn't create many chances. In fact, I think Chesterfield had one good one. But again, a game of not many chances because we're defending well. We're just not connecting well up front. It really is the creativity. It's not like we're missing a lot of chances. Or, God, we don't create enough to miss loads. But I can see that's where Ainsworth is going to go, where he's got to go. But again, a game where could go either way still. I mean, Chesterfield, you've got to think they have something in their locker when they've won 3 games in a row. And they haven't looked bad or anything. That goal, though, well, the penalty, that was terrible from the goalkeeper. I don't know what he was thinking, because would Andrews have had a chance of scoring? Yeah, it would have been decent, but it wasn't a clear-cut chance or stonewall. Like, why you would go in like that is beyond me, and how he got away without a card is beyond me as well. So more positive stuff from the Gills. We keep on going, but this time we're actually 1-0 up. So we've only done that in the last home game, and we won. Positive stuff. All Skeets Gills.
So, we're about to get underway for the second half. Big shout out to our support of the channel, which is Viper Golf. If you like retro football shirts on a golf shirt, these are guys to go to. And if you go to the link in the description, which is to their website, and you like one of their shirts and you buy it, if you use code GG5, you get £5 off your order. Right. Are we going to see this one through? Well, we'll see how it unfolds. And Gills the throw on the far right-hand side, taken by Harton. Can we get something here? It's out of the way, but it's bounced around the box. Can Gills get something here? A shot on goal. Come on, try and run some room, Andrews. Use your strength. It's gone to Nevitt. Surely that's another penalty, ref. My goodness me, and Gills have got themselves a second penalty. It was a great little pass from Andrews to set Nevitt through. Just beat his man, and he was tripped up. And it's a cast iron penalty, and Gills have got a chance to double their advantage. Watch this one again, and I want to just see the little pass through from Andrews. Not done, but dealt well by Chesterfield there. And Andrews done well just to find Nevitt. And Nevitt has a little touch through there. And in the end, Stirk just got his foot on him. And Nevitt went down. It's a clear penalty. Is Little going to put Gills 2 up? He certainly does, and Gills have scored 2 in a game, 2 for Armani Little, and 2 penalties. My goodness me. It's not done yet, but it's a long way back for Chesterfield. But it's been such a long time, I think, since Gillingham have scored 2 in a game. I think the last time was Salford away last season, and even before that, you have to go back until December. I can't remember who it was against. But Gills have scored 2 in a game, and both have come from Armani Little, and both come from the spots. Gillingham 2, Chesterfield 0. Oh, Darcy switched it over to Gordon on this left-hand side, and Gills got some defensive work to do as Chesterfield try to find a way back into this game. Has cut inside, and Gills has got to be careful, not let release a shot away. There's a lot of space on the right-hand side as it goes into a dangerous area. This could be a chance for Chesterfield. They have got a goal back, and it's put in the back of the net by Dobra. It's a really nice finish by Amanda Dobra, and I've got to say the game was never over, and Chesterfield are always going to pose a threat. They can score goals, and they've got one back here. It's really well worked, and Gills, thank goodness we got a second, but it's far from over. I've got to say, Chesterfield have really shown what they can do with the ball. They're really good at passing. When they get into a rhythm, they get into a groove, they can really find each other with confidence. And they just cut Gillingham open there really easily and just found the bottom left-hand corner. Gills still got some work to do, but it is currently Gillingham 1, Gillingham 2, Chesterfield 1. You can see how I'm not used to the 2 bit. There's a ball for here, and Cirino might be through one of the goalkeeper. Can he get the shot away? Might be able. Yes! And Gills has scored! And Cirino's got a goal in his AFL debut! My goodness me, what a player! He's had such a good game, actually, down that left-hand side. He's had such an impact. And on the 56th minute, Gills get a 3rd. Wow, when have we last scored 3? I think Swindon away ages ago, it feels like. Wow. But what a fantastic debut for Cirino. He's been solid today, actually. And this guy, no one ever heard of him, Blackburn Rovers Academy or something like that. And we've got him as sort of a half backup, comes on, starts his game, gets his debut, gets a goal for himself. Fantastic work. It is very Route 1 from Morris. But see, look at that. Chesterfield let it bounce. Good little touch from Cirino. And he just holds strong enough against McFadzean and puts it in the back of the net. Beats Hemming really easily. But that is fantastic work for Cirino. I reckon this is going to be goal of the month, actually, unless Gills scored up to belt the next few games. But that was a fantastic goal. It is Gillingham 1. I can't get used to it. Hang on. It is Gillingham 3. That is Gillingham 3, Chesterfield 1. So Frank out on the right-hand side, can Gills get a forward as it goes into the box, goes towards the back post, headed away by Chesterfield, and it's going to be eventually cleared away, I think, by Grigg. The attacker, so there's a shot from Nevitt. Oh, the keeper Hemmings. It was probably quite easy in the end, but, we've got a shot on target, made the keeper do something. This game is now quite exciting. Gills have got a free kick over the left side. We can't get a fourth coming. Goes towards goal when it's turned up and away by Nevitt, but it's still in play. Can we get this towards goal? It's bouncing around. Someone put your head on it. It's going for the ball, and it's caught by Hemmings, and that's going to be a free kick. Very silly from Nevitt, but it's still a good attack into play from Gillingham. Morris going to ping this one into the centre. Maybe someone get their head on this. Andrews probably. It's good battling. Gills got it down. Can Williams get there or someone get their foot through? It's gone to Coleman and then to Hutton around. So it takes the shot. And tell you what, it's not a million miles away, but we're just making stuff happen. We're having a go. Confidence is high. This is the kind of Gillingham stuff that we want to see. Wow. You never know. That could have gone to the top right-hand corner. But it's a bit more free-flowing, playing with a bit more confidence. Everyone wants the ball. Everyone wants a piece of the action. Everyone wants a goal. That's more like it. Chesterfield breaking down this right-hand side, put the ball into the box. Gills got to be careful. It's headed towards goal, and it's well held by Morris. It's a really good diving header as well. I think it's Duffy. Has it just come on? No, it wasn't, actually. It was Bonnis, a new signing, I think from some team in the Netherlands. I can't think I remember it was, but it's a really good header, actually. And Bonnis looks like a really good signing for Chesterfield. He can do things like that. But luckily, it was Morris there who was equal to it. There's a ball into the box on the right-hand side, and Gills needs to get this one away. They get his header from Coleman, but it's picked up on the edge of the box by Sturck, who gets over to Gordon, left-hand side. No, it's Dobra on the left-hand side, a goal scorer from this game for Chesterfield. As they still have possession, they regain it, and they're looking to recycle it. And it's come off Johnny Williams, a chance here for Chesterfield. And Dominique's found a bit of space. He does on that right-hand side, and Gills got to be careful here, just try and nullify this. It goes over the bar, and thank goodness for that. There's a little bit of respite here for Gillingham, but Chesterfield are really piling on the pressure. It really is attack v defence at the moment. And Dobra, who cut inside, got over to the right-hand side, and luckily for Gills, Markande just put it over the bar. But my goodness me, Chesterfield nearly getting a goal back. Cork and Benny's done really well there to win the ball. Could Gills get a forward? It goes across the box. Wyllie, surely yes! And Gills have got a forward for Marcus Wyllie. And Benny did absolutely brilliant work there to win the ball back on the left-hand side. And Gills have got a fourth on the 91st minute. And Marcus Wyllie has bagged himself a goal as well. And is it the non-league football night tonight? Because we've had some ex-non-league players come to the league and score some goals. My goodness me, but 4 goals for Gillingham against Chesterfield. I could not have written this whatsoever. We did not expect this. We had a somewhat eroded team as well. We were bruised and everything from the last few games. And now, somehow, we've managed to put 4 in the back of the net. Unbelievable stuff. But again, great. It's been such a great team effort this whole evening. Look at this. And he's been... Benny that's absolutely brilliant there to dispossess Chesterfield. Sees the pass very quickly. Wyllie, first touch, back of the net. Unbelievable stuff. It is, I'm going to get this right this time, it is Gillingham 4, Chesterfield 1. And that is full time, and Gills have beaten Chesterfield here by 4 goals to 1. We haven't scored 4 goals, I think, since we beat Carlisle 4-1 last season. What an absolutely wonderful team effort from everyone. The whole, I think Ethan Coleman got man of the match, but everyone put a real shift in. we needed a win like that. It was unbelievable how much we needed something of this caliber, and we got it against a team who should be there and thereabouts at the end of the season. Unbelievable win. Happy for Wyllie. Really happy for Cirino. Sorry, I'm a little bit too excited, but nonetheless, and Little as well. We've got Cirino. So there you go, and for Little as well, we've got 2 goals from the spot. Wonderful evening, and should go into Crewe with a little jump, and hopefully we can put it up to them as well. Who knows? But maybe Adam Westgate's a little bit better at getting things explained compared to what I'm doing at the moment. I'll hand over to him.
Well, that was a hell of a second half, wasn't it? I mean, crikey, we haven't seen a result like that since Carlisle, first game of the season. I mean, the thing is, right, you win 3 games in a row, you come to Priestfield and you get brought back down to earth. I mean, the inevitable happens, doesn't it? But on a serious note, I thought we looked really good. Yes, the first goal that they conceded, that penalty, totally unnecessary. And you can see that 4-1 maybe was a bit harsh on Chesterfield. But we played really well. We looked good value for it. And that, so pleased for Wyllie getting a goal. He's deserved one. Kumbeni winning the ball, hassling, and the cross was superb. So deserved winners. We're averaging 2 points a game, 2 home games won, 2 away games drawn. We just don't stop. Yes, occasionally we drop off a little bit, I'd say, but that's because we play with such a high intensity. But that's what we're asking for. So unless we literally hire machines, I think that's just going to be an inevitable consequence of it. But we do look in good shape. Don't want to go too far with us, but yeah, I'll leave it there. We're looking in good shape. Enjoy nights like tonight. Lord Skeets Gills.